We will figure out what makes you different, so you can join us.
So what happens when I say no?
Carol?
Hello fellow Mudbeards, Vince Gilligan fans, or anyone else who is just interested in this new series by the creators of Breaking Bad. And I gotta say, Pluribus is such an interesting title choice, and if anyone in the comments brings up the one of many thing, I'm gonna crash out. Either way, here we have the most hilarious yet terrifying pilot to a show yet. And not terrifying in the Pennywise nightmare way, but more of the existentially isolating kind, which about adds up for a guy who wrote an entire episode of television about a murderous meth chef trying to kill a fly.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
We just want to help, Carol.
Leave me alone. Please.
Sure, Carol. Just give us a couple of minutes to clear out.
Are there any questions you might have for us, Carol? Anything at all?
What the fuck is with everybody's shit like this and those two the weird neighbor kids next door? They know we're some goddamn key. How would they know that, huh? Are you reading my mind?
No.
Either way, in Pluribus, we start 14 months before the initial outbreak day, following some characters residing at a satellite station who find a frequency 600 light years away. While trying to decode the message, it's later revealed that this wasn't actually a message at all. It was a recipe to a sort of psychic glue binding everyone together. This hive mind infection tends to cause folk to go through a sort of seizure before becoming extremely helpful in trying to transfer this disease to as many people as possible. We could see in the pilot they're assisting and actually trying to clean up most of the chaos going on. And they also tend to politely listen if asked to do something. It seems one of their primary ways of spreading this infection is through kissing, which makes me wonder if he started working on this series when COVID came out. It's also a key thing to note that while these infected sort of slowly walk around, they are capable of running and potentially utilizing tools, such as news station equipment. Now, some folk don't tend to survive this infection process, but it's hard to tell if it's because their bodies couldn't handle it or because of the circumstances in which their symptoms had triggered. For example, being in a vehicle or falling and hitting their head like Helen. For now, all we know is there are 12 people in the world, including main character Carol, who are immune to this strange happy infection. Hence the one of many in the title of Pluribus. Another interesting fact about this hive mind infection is they tend to free all the zoo animals and refuse to kill anymore. It also appears they don't take negative energy directed at them very well. Meaning, for the rest of the series, Carol has to control her temper and how she treats people, or risks causing a mass worldwide seizure that could get millions killed. So definitely like and comment if you want to see more, but I'll be watching either way because I'm a fan of anything apocalyptic, especially seeing an apocalyptic take from a writer as clever as Vince Gilligan. Though I doubt we're going to see constant chaos for the rest of the series, the intensity and isolation and avoiding assimilating to a hive mind is still entertaining enough. Either way, in this story, we're following the character of Carol, played by Rhea Seehorn, who was also in the Better Call Saul series. Carol appears to be a successful author who is pretty disappointed in her own work. She's with Helen, and their dynamic is a very wholesome one. Seemingly a very business-oriented couple, but also very upfront when it comes to each other, let alone supportive. Speaking of supportive, further down the countdown, we get closer to Outbreak Day, and Carol and Helen decide to visit a bar. Everything seems relatively normal at first, and Helen's able to give some good advice to Carol in regards to writing more of what she wants. You could see on the TVs in the bar that the outbreak is officially going down. An interesting thing to note is how everyone seemed to have a seizure at the exact same time. You'd think it'd be similar to the opening, where they have a seizure shortly after contamination. But I guess there's more at play here with the virus than we realize, which I'm sure we're going to find out. Either way, she ends up losing Helen to this outbreak, and then goes through a very hilarious yet anxiety-inducing sequence of trying to find her help. There's a lot of really cool shots that, if used correctly, someone could make a horror movie trailer for, which I guess I will.
Hi, Carol. Thank you for calling. So terrible. All the death and destruction you witnessed tonight. You are in no danger. Your life is your own. Please know that.
Okay.
Are there any questions you might have for us, Carol? Anything at all?
I guess to start with, what the fuck is happening? Who is we? Why is everybody suddenly we? Who is we?
We is us. Just us.
Who the fuck is us?
Us.
You know my name. You know Helen.
14 months ago, astronomers discovered a radio signal from 600 light years away. It's a recipe, it turns out. Scientists have created this sequence in a lab. It is not a living thing, per se. It is more akin to a virus. It's kind of a psychic glue, capable of binding us all together.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
We just want to help, Carol.
We will figure out what makes you different.
Figure it out. Why?
So we can fix it. So you can join us.
You are a great psychopaths!
All of this chaos ends with the unsettling realization that while this human hive mind planned to leave her alone, they are currently working on a way to fix her and the others' immunity. When she questions if she says no, they don't really give her an option, politely urging her to just embrace the happiness. So can we really trust this human hive mind to leave Carol alone? In my opinion, it's only a matter of time before they take her and try to experiment on her, and that's if they aren't already secretly doing that, as they could be lying about many things, including the fact that humanity still exists within this hive mind. Does anyone else find it strange how the political powers of America died to this outbreak, but we got no real explanation? If it was just a massive plane crash, why not just say so? No, I think either they know more about this virus than we think and could be imprisoned, or hiding in a bunker. Or I guess they could be potentially dead, but in a worse way. It's also interesting to know how the episode ends with the countdown going up, almost as if a pinpoint for a new age of humanity's story. And it seems humanity's story will be determined by those who are immune. There's an interesting rule with the immune that the hive mind won't interfere if they try to hurt anything on the planet, even each other. Which is also interesting considering the hive mind politeness also allows the immune to basically have access to anything they want. Them claiming they wouldn't help hunt an animal, but they would help cook it. Which makes you wonder how any sort of conflict would go down with any of these immune characters, all their power at their disposal. This power seems to convince almost everybody not to worry about the situation at hand, isolating Carol even more. But still, I find it hard to believe that not one of them is as freaked out as Carol here. One of the rest of the immune's strongest arguments is how the hive mind tends to feel, describing how wonderful it is. But Carol puts them in their spot for trusting their words without question. Either way, I want to know what y'all think. Did you enjoy the first episode of Pluribus? And again, if you want to see more coverage on the show, comment some of your theories for where the series is going. Otherwise, thank you for your support, and remember, be happy on your own time.